The Black Dahlia, murder mystery that haunts Hollywood. Once upon a time, in the glittering world of Hollywood, a place where dreams were made and broken, there lived a young woman named Elizabeth Short. Like many others, she arrived in California with hope in her heart and stardust in her eyes, longing to carve a name for herself in the glamorous world of entertainment. But fate had other plans for Elizabeth, and on January 15, 1947, her dreams came to a gruesome end in a barren Los Angeles lot. The discovery of her lifeless, mutilated body sent shivers through the city, and soon the entire nation was gripped by the horrifying details of the crime. The newspapers christened her the Black Dahlia, a name inspired by a popular film noir of the time. The case, steeped in mystery and speculation, remains unsolved to this day, leaving behind haunting questions. Who killed Elizabeth Short, and why? Elizabeth's story began far from the flashing cameras of Hollywood. Born in Boston in 1924, she spent her early years in a world of modest dreams and struggles. As she grew older, the allure of fame drew her westward, but the reality she encountered was far from the dazzling lights she had imagined. She moved from place to place, hoping for a break that never came, and along the way, she crossed paths with people who promised much, but delivered little. Those who knew Elizabeth described her as a hopeful, charming young woman, yet she often found herself in precarious situations. Her transient lifestyle, financial struggles, and associations with the nightlife scene made her vulnerable to those who sought to exploit her. Some would later suggest that these circumstances paved the way for the terrible fate that awaited her. When Elizabeth's body was found, it was unlike anything the city had ever seen before. She had been severed at the waist, drained of blood, and posed in a way that suggested a sinister message from her killer. The precision of the cuts indicated surgical knowledge, and the infamous Glasgow smile carved into her face only deepened the horror. The lack of blood at the scene led investigators to believe she had been killed elsewhere, adding to the complexity of the case. The Los Angeles Police Department was thrust into a whirlwind investigation, interviewing over 150 suspects in their desperate quest for answers. Among them was Robert Red Manley, the last known person to see Elizabeth alive. A married salesman, Manley passed a polygraph test and was eventually cleared, but the shadow of suspicion followed him for years. Then there was Mark Hansen, a nightclub owner whose address book mysteriously appeared in the hands of the press, fueling rumors of powerful Hollywood figures involved in the case. And perhaps the most chilling suspect of all was Dr. George Hodel, a prominent physician whose son, years later, would claim that his father had not only committed the Black Dahlia murder, but was responsible for a series of other crimes as well. Despite the police's efforts, the investigation was hampered by media sensationalism, false confessions, and a public obsessed with the lurid details of the case. The press painted Elizabeth in a light that overshadowed the truth, spinning tales of a femme fatale with a scandalous past, rather than an aspiring actress struggling to make ends meet. As the case grew colder, theories flourished. Some believed Elizabeth was the victim of a personal obsession gone horribly wrong. Others speculated about ritualistic motives, citing the deliberate posing of her body. There were whispers of a Hollywood cover-up, with influential individuals ensuring that the truth remained buried. And still, others linked her murder to the Cleveland torso murders, pointing to the eerie similarities in the method of dismemberment. Over the decades, the Black Dahlia case has become more than just a crime. It has become a cultural phenomenon. Books, films, and documentaries have explored the mystery, painting Elizabeth's tragic fate as a cautionary tale of Hollywood's dark underbelly. The case also exposed the limitations of law enforcement at the time, leading to significant advancements in forensic techniques. Yet despite all the speculation, despite all the technological progress, the Black Dahlia case remains one of the most perplexing unsolved mysteries in American history. Elizabeth Short's dreams were cut short, but her story continues to captivate the world, reminding us of the thin line between ambition and tragedy in the city of dreams. Perhaps one day, new evidence will surface, and the ghost of the Black Dahlia will finally find peace. Until then, her story lingers, a haunting reminder of Hollywood's darkest hour. Thank you for watching. If you found this video informative, please like, comment, and subscribe for more true crime stories